Recently on the Football Fun Facts channel, we have discussed the unfortunate case of Andres Escobar, who, with one unfortunate mishit clearance, contributed inadvertently to his own death. If you haven't seen this episode yet, then I encourage you go over and check the video out. Well, in today's episode, we will talk again about a South American footballer, who this time came within an inch of his death. When compared to the aforementioned Colombian, Andres Escobar, the player in today's video can undoubtedly be considered very lucky. So join us as we discuss Salvador Cabanas, the footballer with a bullet inside his head. To begin, let me explain a little bit more about the player in question. Salvador Cabanas was born in Paraguay in 1980. Having begun his footballing career, each year that passed he was gradually developing. Eventually, he started to sign with some of the stronger teams within the country. In the summer of 2006, he would move to Mexico to continue to ply his trade. A year later, he was his team's top scorer, and one of the leading goal scorers of the 2007 and 2008 Copa Libertadores. In 2007, he was also chosen as Paraguay and South America's Footballer of the Year. So, as you can see, Cabanas wasn't exactly a stranger to the footballing world. What's more, in 2010, Manchester United actually showed interest in signing the player, with Sir Alex Ferguson being a huge supporter of this potential transfer. However, eventually the club decided against the move, as Cabanas himself explained in an interview. "I had already signed a pre-contract. I was due to move to Europe for $1.7 million. They told me that this club would be Manchester United. However, Club America doubled my salary and gave me an apartment in Acapulco and another in Cancun. So, Salvador continued to play his football in Mexico's top division. But some Mexicans didn't like the fact that one of the league's best players was earning over $2 million a year. And as such, in January of 2010, Cabanas, together with his wife and brother-in-law, were spending time in an exclusive bar. At one point, the footballer went to the bathroom and was confronted by a stranger. The stranger told Salvador that he was robbing the Mexican people by earning such a substantial amount of money, and that today would be the last day of his life. Following these words, the stranger pulled out a gun and was holding it to Cabanas' head for 10 minutes. Eventually, the footballer finally asked, "What are you waiting for?" Jose Valdez Garza, a member of the Mexican drug cartel, pulled the trigger. The bullet was wedged inside the left lobe of Salvador's brain, who was then immediately taken to hospital in a critical condition. Fortunately, the doctors somehow managed to save his life, with neurosurgeon Carlos Codas saying this about Cabanas' situation: "It's a miracle that Salvador is alive. The bullet was inches away from the most important parts of the brain. We will have to watch the patient carefully. If we try to remove the bullet, it may have a negative impact." So, the bullet remains in Salvador's head to this day. And moving on, just over 800 days after the accident, the footballer returned to the field, making his comeback with his original club back in Paraguay. And despite only making a few appearances, his side were promoted to a higher division, giving Cabanas a taste of victory once again. Well, that concludes today's video, and remember, we're inviting all football fans to join the free browser game FootballTeamGame.com. Simply follow the link in the description. Apart from that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.